Welcome to the 2017 Grampian Forest Rally. This is the 6th round of the Scottish Rally Championship. We're here at Milton of Carathis near Bankery. We've taken over the railway station, strangely enough. This is our rally headquarters here. It's probably the first time we've done something like this. But as Clerk of the Course, Graham Provost, said, we're keeping things on track. Good one, Graham.
It's a big weekend for the SRC. By the end of today, the fate of the overall championship could be decided. Ewan Thorburn and Paul Beaton are on the verge of sealing a second Scottish crown.
Aye, good. Looking forward to it. Stages are always good up here, so a bit of rain this morning, keep the dust away, so should be good.
Fantastic entry, but you'll not really be looking at that. You've got one eye in this championship.
Yeah, but we'll probably worry about that at the end. We'll see how we go this morning. Obviously 6 stages, quite difficult. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Try and keep up with David.
You and Paul worked out what you need to do today.
Aye, there's a few different permutations, but like I say, we'll do what we can, and if we can get to the finish with a good result, then hopefully that'll be enough, and we'll worry about it later.
And standing in their way, Jock Armstrong and Paula Swinscoe can still deny the Fiesta crew.
Doesn't seem like a year since we've been here, but plenty of competition looking round the houses this morning.
Yeah, there is so, but obviously championship will be first and foremost in the mind.
It always is, isn't it? And it kind of boils down to this is your kind of last crunch rally, isn't it? So Ewan knows that as well, and there is, looking on the DVD, there's some tricky spots today. That rain's not helped it.
No.
But Ewan just needs to be neat and tidy as he always is, and I need to be crazy jock as I always am and see what happens.
And what an entry for the Grampian stages, with several new cars being debuted in the forests of Aberdeenshire, all lining up behind the R5 Fabia of David Bogie.
Alright, feeling good. Good to be back in Scotland competing.
First time since the Speyside?
First time since the Speyside, so yeah, obviously last time out we had a bit of an accident in Belgium, so car's all fully rebuilt and really looking forward to it.
Of course you were at the Scottish, but that was BRC duty, so end of the season you just trying a few events out?
Yeah, it's got to pick and choose the events that I enjoy, and certainly this is one of them, so nice part of the country, good competition, good entry here today, so really looking forward to it.
First on the road, and with Kevin Ray back in the hot seat, Bogie took the early lead, opening up a 14-second gap after 2 stages. Impressive considering David's big accident in Ypres last time out. Shadowing the Fabia, Thorburn and Beaton were driving with the championship firmly in mind. Despite this, they were only 14 seconds back after 2 stages. Armstrong and Swinscoe started well too, the Impreza only 5 seconds back from the Fiesta, and in the perfect position to strike if trouble befell the championship leaders.
60, left 1, tightest to 4.
That's loose.
Left 1, tightest to 4.
Also in the mix, it was a solid start to the day for Sean Sinclair and Jamie Edwards. 4th quickest in Fetteresso and 5th in Durris left the WRC Impreza only 2 seconds back from Armstrong by first service.
5 right kink. Again. Sudden 5 right kink. And care 4 right nips late. Nips late. And then 4 right plus 40. Flat 6 right. And flat 5 left cut 100.
Fresh from another Solway Coast victory, Mark McCulloch and Michael Hendry's good form is continuing here. The Evo crew shadowing the WRC Impreza, only 4 seconds back in 5th.
9. In and no cut on the 9. Right 4, the crest 40. Right 2, 40. Flat left 1, 50.
And only 2 seconds back from McCulloch, Mike Faulkner and Peter Foy were determined to avoid the early rally dramas that have plagued their season. They were on equal times with Freddie Milne and Patrick Walsh. The WRC new boy delighted to be on the pace so quickly in the car that won last year's Grampian. 1 second back, Paul Bird was relearning the rallying game after a long layoff, the unregistered driver picking Scotland as a comeback venue because of the strength of the Scottish pace. Missing since the Speyside, Bruce McCombie and Michael Coates were in an early 9th as they knocked the rust off.
Left 8, left 8, right 6. Right 6, over 60, keep it going. 68, flat to the end. Crest 70, left 3, long. Opens 201, over 200. Keep it going. Right.
10th early on, Donny McDonald and Andrew Faulkner were running well. Donny, another driver, regaining confidence after an Ypres accident. 11th after 2 stages, Simon Hay and Callum Jaffrey were on a mission to take Challengers honours on their home event, and it was a good start for the Evo crew, taking a slender early Challengers lead.
Left 5, no cut logs, and 150 to turn right 9 in. 150 now to turn right 9 in, uphill. 50 crest and small crest, 50. Well done, 50 crest and small crest, 50 to long flat right over crest, tightens to 3 in.
Quick word, how's it going, David?
Aye, okay, had an okay run through there. I think could have driven better, but beautiful stages, really good.
First two was okay, a rubbish run through there, to be honest. I was trying to look at David's braking lines and I wasn't concentrating enough on
Aye, just good, aye. Just made that chicane quite wide open, so that helped me a little bit as well. So just a quick in and out, but a lot of corners, you know, you just try to get and thus you carry the speed, so it's quite tricky. A few odd rough stones there, but no, it was good.
Equal with jockeying there, 3 down on you, and I think.
Good Lord, that's the worst stage I think I've ever driven in my life as far as my driving ability.
There's a lot of those guys saying about the same, that they couldn't get into something. No, that's what they were saying too, though.
That's good.
So,
good. When we go jogging second, I'm delighted because historically it gets faster.
Good. If I'm honest, bloody hooligan.
It's quick though.
I enjoyed it, is it?
You're a second up and jog through there.
No.
Uh-huh.
Have to be a hooligan more often.
Well, there you go, maybe that's the secret.
Aye, it's getting closer.
Not too much.
SS3 Drumtochty North and Bogey made his move, 12 seconds clear of anyone else over the 13 miles, and any memories of that big Ypres crash were gone. Another 7 seconds were taken in SS5 to leave the Fabia 33 seconds in front.
Small flat crest and 1 left in, keep right over long flat crest into 3 left in, push C100 up. 1 left to flat crest, 60, 1 left in, 70, narrow 1 right over small crest, no cut to 2 left in, and deceptive 5 right, late, opens to long 2 right over 80, keep in, then 80 up, 50, 6 right and small crest, 100, small crest and long 5 right, keep in over junction, 6 left in.
Thorburn and Beaton had kept things consistent. Second quickest on both stages, they were doing exactly what was needed in second place.
40, 6 right over crest, 40, crest, into right, tightens to 4, keep in.
And finding his feet after his break from rallying, Paul Bird leapt up the leaderboard over this loop, the Focus setting top 3 times and now up to 3rd. This loop marked Armstrong's first mistake of the weekend, Jock accidentally leaving the handbrake on in SS3. The Impreza now locked in a battle with the Focus, only 1 second back from the Ford.
100, left 3 in, slippy over crest and right 4 in.
The reigning champion couldn't relax. Sinclair and Edwards were only 2 seconds back after Dromelsey. The WRC crew starting to find their rhythm on these stages. Behind the Imprezas, the battle for Evo 9 supremacy was white hot. McCulloch and Hendry were flying, but they had to be. Mike Faulkner and Peter Foy were only 1 second behind the Hardy Evo after 4 stages. McCombie and Coots continued their steady run, only 9 seconds back from Faulkner and Foy, and ready to capitalise if someone struck trouble. Freddie Milne and Patrick Walsh dropped their pace, and this loop slipping down to 9th. The reason was soon clear. The gearbox in the S12 packing up at the end of stage 4, leaving them 9th, but going no further. Donnie MacDonald and Andrew Faulkner benefited from their misfortune, the Fiesta holding a solid 10th. The Challengers' lead had changed hands on this loop, swinging away from Hay to Michael Binney and Claire Moll. On their first rally in the ex-John Wink Evo, they had initially struggled with the new car's setup. Some adjustments in service had clearly worked, and they stormed into the Challengers' lead by 12 seconds over Simon Hay.
Flat right in, then 16 to flat left and caution left 8. Flat left near and caution left 8. Into bridge, immediate right 5 in. Bridge, immediate right 5 in.
Out for the final loop, and the Challengers' battle went down to the wire. Simon Hay and Callum Jaffrey fought back, failing by just 1 second to claim maximum Challengers points. Michael Binney and Claire Moll did just enough to keep their championship hopes alive with a Challengers win.
Michael, Claire, congratulations on another Challengers win today.
Yeah, thank you very much. We left it far too close at the end. You know, we just went in too cautious, and Simon must have had an absolute stormer through that last stage. He must have drove the socks off it.
I was a bit nervous this morning, but no, he's driven well, and like you say, it's a brand new car, and to get in it and drive it like that that's pretty commendable. Yeah.
Quite impressive.
Yes, it was. Yeah. Don't tell him.
Happy to be back in the woods, Donnie MacDonald and Andrew Faulkner were more than pleased with a solid 9th overall finish in the Fiesta.
Crest and left 8 and the left 7. Left 7 opens, right 6.
And also glad to be back, McCombie and Coots were only 8 seconds away from McCulloch and Hendry by the end of the day, and unfortunately for the Hardy team, a late puncture compromised their result. McCulloch's puncture left Faulkner and Foy as the top Evo by 9 seconds, happy to have lasted the whole rally without any major dramas this time out.
Left 4 plus continues over 60 and turn right 1 of a crest into right 7 in. Into right 7 in confirmed, 80 down, left 4 in, 100.
Fifth overall, and you would be forgiven for thinking Sinclair and Edwards would be fairly happy. However, second fastest time on the last stage showed just how quick they could be, leaving them slightly disappointed about their early day pace. With Sinclair chasing and Bird just in front, Armstrong and Swinsko were second fastest in SS5 before slipping to 6th quickest on the final stage. Amazingly, the Impreza finished 2 seconds ahead of Sinclair and only 1 second back from the focus of Paul Bird. This result sadly wasn't enough to keep their title hopes alive despite their best efforts.
really good battle today. Quite something else, isn't it? You know, Paul Bird come in there today, and you know he's had a good run. Ewan and David, yeah, they've just been on it. You know, no mistakes made. I've made a couple of silly mistakes today, not making any excuses, but no, it's been on the whole, it's been a good, and it's one of the better rallies I would say in the Scottish Championship.
Oh, the stages themselves are really enjoyable, you know, and it's always a case of you get to the end of the stage, and if you feel like you've done your best and you feel like we've sort of clicked and done a good job between us, then the time is almost irrelevant. Not completely, but almost.
Third overall was a good result for Paul Bird and co-driver Stuart Loudon.
60, very long 6 right, continues over crest. And tightens to 5 and opens into 4 right plus, keep in.
With 2 stages standing between them and the Scottish title, Thorburn and Beaton were taking no chances, even going as far as to turn the anti-lag off. Second overall was enough to secure them their second Scottish Championship title with 1 event remaining.
Ewan, Paul, congratulations on another Scottish Rally Championship.
Yeah, delighted. Obviously the first one was pretty special, took a long time to get, but yeah, this one feels just as good, so yeah, delighted to get there in the end. So 1 round to spare, all good, so party tonight.
Obviously today you had one eye in that and one eye in David, but I guess, you know, you just managed to do what you needed to do.
Yeah, we knew we had to beat Jock, so that was always a plan, to be honest. Obviously David's pace is always very good, so we didn't have to fight with him, and that was the plan. We got round in second place, no problems. Puncture on the second last stage just to keep us on our toes a wee bit, but yeah, no, everything was good. Never put a spanner in the car all day as I've done all season, so Paul done a good job. Yeah, it's all worked out well in the end.
Paul, any dramas today apart from the puncture?
Nah, just puncture, and then we kind of thought we had one in the last stage as well, but it's maybe more a psychological thing on our part, just looking for things that aren't there. But yeah, it was good to get through unscathed and delighted to clinch it. Yeah.
Ypres Demons gone, the Grampian was a perfect warm-up for Rally GB for Bogie and Ray, the Fabia racing to the overall win by 58 seconds after another dominant drive.
1 left, 60, crest, to square left, keep in. And 3 right in, opens into 3 right in, opens into 5 right in, 60 up. 1 right over flat crest, 50 crest, unseemly, 6 left, in, and 6 right in, C80. Deceptively 5 right, keeping over crest, the 5 left in.
Yeah, very good day. You know, quality stages, some of the best stages I've ever seen in Scotland. So, good day, good weather, well organised event, and yeah, can't complain.
Happy with the car again in the loose?
Yeah, it took a wee bit of getting in to begin with, but you know, I felt right at home in that last stage there. So you know, that was the reason why we're here, to get up to speed again on gravel, and yeah, just really enjoyed my day out.
Okay, so would you like to go to the cafe? More people have already done this. Come on, Josh, a bit late.
So Thorburn and Beaton are the 2017 ARR Crabe Scottish Rally Champions, but there's still plenty to play for on the final round the Galloway Hills, with the Challengers, Two-Wheel Drive Junior and several class titles still up for grabs.